today by the one and only Luke Smallbone from For King and Country, and we're talking today, Luke, about the homecoming tour. The
That's right.
boys are coming back to town.
That's
How
right.
exciting is
Yeah, very.
that?
Yeah, we're very thrilled. I mean, look, last time that we came was in 2019, and legitimately we thought, you know what, this has been such a wonderful thing. What if we come back next year and do it again? And obviously, we know there was obviously 2019, and then there was 2020. So this year, I promise you, we won't be saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's come back in 2025," because it didn't work out so well the last time we played that game. But no, we're thrilled. We're thrilled to be coming back. It's really special for us. Trust me.
Yeah, 5 long years away. One of the things about homecoming is there's that sense of heartfelt connection to a home, a
Yeah.
homeland. And what's really different this time, though, is that you're coming to the capital. So
That's
we
right.
are,
We've never,
yeah.
you know what? I don't even think I've actually ever been to the capital as a whole. Maybe when I was really, really young, I came through, but I don't remember visiting Canberra. So yeah, I'm intrigued to just take it all in as a whole, to be honest. So yeah, we're making history here, folks. We're making history. So
Absolutely.
thanks for being willing to even have us come. We're thrilled about it.
You know, I've got this vision of you guys in your regalia and doing some sort of film clip for your next song up on the Capitol Hill. And then, yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's before they call the
Yes.
police on us, and they're like, "These guys, there's something wrong here. They don't belong. What are they doing? Who are they
There's
trying to rob?"
sort of these cameras we don't quite understand.
That's right.
Hey, why is coming to Canberra so important for you?
Well, I think that anytime you're going to the capital of any country, any nation, I mean, at the end of the day, there's people there that are lawmakers. There's people there that are working for lawmakers. There's people there that are a part of a community that is actually setting the course and the direction for, in this case, for all of Australia. Think about that.
Yeah.
And it's a similar here in the States with Washington, D.C. To be honest, going to Washington, D.C. isn't maybe always I don't want to say the most fun, but it's a crazy place. But those people need to be encouraged and loved just like anybody else. In some cases, you can make an argument that they need it more than others because there's anytime you're working in government, I mean, you're just talking about the beatdown of it's just hard work, right? And so we need people to feel obviously the love of Jesus. Anyone needs to feel the love of Jesus. But if we can't encourage the ones, we need good people in government, right?
Yeah.
And if there are good people in government, they're going to need more encouragement than pretty much anyone because it's a hard job. It's hard, and I think that's not unlike a lot of people just as whole. I think there's a lot of people that do need just genuine encouragement, and for whatever reason, that usually comes through songs. It usually comes through music. But I think we're thrilled to be coming there because you never know who's going to be in the room when the music starts, and hopefully there will be some people that are working in government now.
You're right. Those decision centers of a country do have almost like a spiritual battle going on. And so when you can
Oh
bring
yeah.
hope and encouragement, as you do, so your band's mission statement is pretty important when you talk about bringing hope and encouragement to a city in particular. What can fans expect from this show?
Yeah, I mean, look, we've always said that we want to be wildly entertaining because when you're entertaining, people listen. I've often said that Jesus had to be one of the greatest entertainers in the world because all he did was tell stories for the most part. He lived with the stories, but he told stories, and he must have been pretty good at it because we're still talking about those stories
Yeah.
today. And so I always say, yeah, let's be entertaining so that people will listen, so that people will listen to the melodies and the lyrics that are spoken in the song. And then obviously, even when there's some talks in the middle of those songs, that people's hearts are open and that they can listen. And so, yeah, we're bringing everyone over. There's 9 people on stage. There should be as much production as we've ever done outside of America because we wanted to try and bring the best and the highest quality show that we could. And this time we've certainly been able to achieve some of that. So we're really thrilled about that.
And it's one of those things that you are renowned for. It's been described as chest thumping, awe and wonder percussion. to your arena show, like a full sensory experience. Now, how do you, in something like that, that is so full on sometimes, how do you get that balance right where you actually are inviting Christ along for the ride? You're saying, hey, we want you part of this, Jesus. How do you provide an opportunity for people in the audience, not just your fans, but people who may say, hey, you need to come and see these guys, they are amazing. How do you help them meet Jesus through what you do?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think part of it is, through some of the work that's done, many years prior through the songs. I mean, obviously, we prepare our hearts and minds to the best that we can. Day of, we usually have devotions, right before we kind of hit the stage as we're having dinner all together. And there is something about centering your mind around the right reasons as to why you're doing something. But there's also some days where you don't have it all together, right? And one of the things I love about Jesus is he makes an intentional point in the Bible to use people that chronically don't have it all together. And yet those are the people he's like, yeah, you know what, I'm actually going to use those people. So it's our job. Obviously, you always want to, you always want to bring holiness and faithfulness to the table, because I think that's what God hopes for us. He's not sitting there going, I hope that you're going to make a mistake today. No, I don't think so. But if you do make a mistake, that's where grace comes in. Right. And so I think for us, we want to put that on full display. We want to do it. We want to be at our best. But one of the things that's wonderful about Jesus is even when you're not at your best, he still says, I love you. I care for you. I have great hopes for who you are and your life. And so in some cases, trying to put that on display for others is just signing up, putting one foot in front of the other, even that day, the day that we'll be in Canberra. That's what we'll be doing, trying to get up, trying to be a good husband, a good father. No matter what happens, you're still trying to have that countenance of carrying that grace with you everywhere you go.
Look, it's really exciting that you're able to come to Canberra, and I know that we as a radio community, but also the wider community, churches are talking about you coming. Churches are excited. The community is excited about you coming here, because often we travel from Canberra and to go to these places. So first of all, thank you. It's one of my children actually described it to me as, this is like the ice cream man coming. We are so excited.
He said they said that about us coming. Is that what
That's
you being
right.
serious?
This is like the ice cream man.
That's amazing.
I know, but it is one of those things. It's a full family, I guess, and something that your family has done. It's encouraged families to come together, come and experience this. And I think you're going to be seeing a full crowd of many, many faces who are very excited to see you. Final thoughts. What would you like to have happen after you've left the capital? What impact do you want to have?
Yeah, it's always interesting when you put it that way. There's this. I think that at times when Paul the Apostle, I think he was one of these guys that traveled from place to place, and I think he gave the cities that he visited a jolt. And obviously he didn't stay for very long, and he would then leave. But there's something about when you give a city a jolt. There's a little bit more laughter in the atmosphere, or there's a little bit more joy in the city. My hope would be that there's a spiritual jolt, and I'm not saying that we're the people that bring that. Obviously, that's what God does.
Yeah.
But there is something very special about when you get a group of people together for somewhat of a common thought or a common purpose. And in this case, obviously, this is a celebration. This is less about king and country, but it's a group of people getting together, and there's a celebration. And anytime I often think of fire, fires. If you try and just light one piece, one stick, it's pretty difficult. But when you get lots of logs together and you get lots of sticks together and you light it, it builds momentum. I think that it's much the same spiritually. It takes people coming together, and it gets a little hotter, and it gets a little hotter the more people that you have. So my hope would be that people come, they feel that. I mean, at the end of the day, you hope that people feel the presence of God, and it warms their hearts, right? And then if you have enough people that their hearts are warmed, who knows? Maybe there could be a forest fire, not in the literal sense, but maybe in the spiritual sense.
Spiritual sense. I love that. Hey, Luke, thank you so much. If any of our listeners haven't got their tickets yet, what are you doing? Jump on. 25th of May. onewayfm.com.au, or certainly check out the King and Country's website. You have a fantastic website, by the way, so much information and so much transparency about who you are. And we're excited to welcome you in the capital, 25th of May at the Royal Theatre in Canberra. Thanks, Luke.
Hey, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.